So with the first law, law number 1, you guys remember it? Law number 1, a to the power n times a to the power n is equal to a to the power n plus n. When we multiply with the same base, it must be a and a, not a and b. Same base, a and a, you multiply, you add the exponent. So if you look at this one, 3 to the power 2 times 3 to the power 1 is 3 to the power 3. Okay? So we can do that one for the 3's. The bases are the same. Then x to the power 4 times x. So remember, if it's just x, it's actually to the power 1. 3 is actually to the power 1. So for the x is x to the power 4 times x to the power 1. 4 plus 1, 5. It becomes x to the power 5. And then y to the power 2 times y to the power 2. We're multiplying 2 plus 2. You add, gives you y to the power 4. Okay. That's how you use law number 1. The first and most important law. Okay. The second law, when you divide, you subtract. A to the power m divided by a to the power n is a to the power m minus n. So 5 to the power 4 divided by negative 5 to the power 2. Forget about the negative. Just focus on the numbers. 5 to the power 4 divided by 5 to the power 2. So they got the same base. So then 4 minus 2 is 2. So it's 5 to the power 2. Okay? The negative, it just stays there. Okay? If there's one negative in the whole expression, one negative, you just leave it as a negative. If there was a negative at the top also, then the negatives would have cancelled out. Okay, negative divided by negative is positive. But if there's only one negative, you just leave it. Okay? So now, a to the power 7 divided by a to the power 3. So then you're going to say 7 minus 3 is 4. So it becomes a to the power 4. And then c to the power 6 divided by c to the power 2. Same base, c and c. So 6 minus 2, 4. C to the power 4. Okay, so that is the second law. And now the third law is a to the power m in brackets to the power n. You multiply it in. Okay, so the m multiplied by the n is mn. So if you look at an example here, it's 2. Now be very careful. What happens many times is, learners think it's going to be 2 times 3, then it becomes 6. Which is not right. You never multiply an exponent with a base. The 2 is a base. It's not an exponent. You only multiply exponents with exponents. So what is the exponent of the 2? It's 2 to the power 1. It's 2 to the power 1. So you can put in the 1 if it's going to help you. Then it's going to be 3 times 1 is 3. So it's 2 to the power 3. 3 times 2 is 6. So it's x to the power 6. 3 times 3 is 9, so it's y to the power 9. And 3 times 4 is 12, so it's z to the power 12. You can show, if you want to, you can show that I'm multiplying it in with a pencil or something. You can show I'm multiplying the exponent with all of them. Okay? Next one is, this rule says a to the power negative n is equal to 1 over a to the power n. So this rule explains that when you have a negative exponent, you can make the exponent positive by putting it over 1. In the same way, if there was a negative exponent here, you can take it up and make it positive. So when you take it to the other side of the fraction, it changes signs. Okay? So 7 to the power negative 2 is negative. If you want this to be positive, you must put it over 1. This one is already positive, so it stays where it is. This one is negative, so it must go down to become positive. So you can say now it's d to the power 3, and then 7 to the power 2, g to the power 2. Okay, so as you can see, the 7 to the power negative 2 went down. It became 7 to the power negative 2 became 7 to the power 2. Okay, the g to the power, just make it clear, the g to the power negative 2 also went down, and it became g to the power 2. But the d to the power 3 didn't have to go down. It was already positive, so it stayed right there, d to the power 3. Okay, and then for this last one, This one is part of the roots, but we can do it as with the exponents. Okay, but it's actually part of the roots. Okay, the nth root of a to the power m is a to the power m divided by n. That's a lot to take in. Think about the nth root of a to the power m is equal to a to the power m divided by n. So look at an example. Let's first do this. On a calculator, you can check what is the cube root of negative 27. It's negative 3. It's negative 3. Okay. Now we look at this rule now. It says when you've got the exponent on the inside, you divide it by the root on the outside. You see, m divided by n. So here the exponent is 9, the root is 3. So it's going to be like here, m divided by n, there m divided by n is going to be 9 divided by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And then this exponent 12 divided by the root 3, 12 divided by 3 is 4. So it's going to be e to the power 4. Okay.